Hello everyone, this is Noor and welcome back to my channel. Yes, I look different. I chopped my hair off. It's short, you can't see it from the top, but it is short and I love it. I also wanted to go ahead and create some bangs. I don't know, it's been a long time that I haven't done any bangs, like since high school, to be honest. And they're kind of like coming into style right now, so I went ahead and I'm like, you know what? Give me some bangs. I wish like they were a bit longer, but whatever, hair grows, and this is how it looks like. Do you guys like it? Let me know. So I feel like starting one-on-one video for you guys and kind of like give you tips and tricks and kind of help you around with some things about makeup. And obviously, as my first one-on-one video, I went with the bang. Like, I went hardcore dark smoky eye for you guys. And today's video is just showing you guys how I love to create a beautiful smoky eye. I know sometimes you feel like creating a smoky eye, but you kind of like, oh, I'm just scared if it's gonna be too messy. In this video, I will be showing you guys how to create the perfect smoky eye, but also, believe it or not, it's actually really simple and really easy to create. You just kind of need to find your technique and your rhythm with colors and you will achieve the perfect smoky eye. But before I go ahead and show you guys how I create my smoky eye, if you are new here to my channel, thank you so much for stopping by and taking your time to watch my video. It really means a lot to me. And if you haven't already, please hit the subscribe button and the notification button to get notified every time I upload a new video. And I would love to have you guys aboard on the life family that I have here on my channel. If you guys want to learn how to create the perfect dark sultry smoky eye, please keep on watching. Alrighty you guys, so the first thing I'm going to go ahead and do is prime my eyelid, and I'm using the P. Louise primer in Rumor 1. And I'm just going to add a little bit of that on my eyelid and then taking my brush and blending it out. I'm going to go ahead and grab this palette here from Makeup by Mario. I just feel like it has the perfect colors to create the smoky eye as I have right here. And this one here is called the Master Mattes, and there is no names to them other than matte 1, matte 2, matte 3, matte 4, etc. So it's easier for me to just kind of show you like so the colors that I am using, and I'll try my best to kind of refer them by their color. It is a little bit hard for me to kind of see which one is which because this is how they are in the back. So I always like to add a base on, so I'm going to start off with the lighter color here. I believe this is called matte 1, and I like to grab that and pack it on the brow bone area. And also I like to drag it a little bit downwards because this is going to help you blend all of that browns together. Then I'm going to go ahead and grab this color right here. This is the matte 4. And I'm going to be grabbing it with a fluffy brush. Now it does look dirty because I used it obviously on this eye, but I did clean it up. There is no residue from any dark color. So I'm going to go ahead and grab matte 4. And this is literally just gonna go on the lid area. Now if you're asking why am I placing a light color first, I always like to do that with a smoky eye. That's not the only color that I'm gonna be placing on the crease area. You're gonna see me play around with some different brown shades. The reason why I do that is just because once you go ahead and you pack on that black and you want to blend it toward the crease area, it's going to look like as if it's blended with the brown shades, and I just feel like it creates a nicer smoky eye with no defined line. You really need to blend the colors together, and I feel like by doing that, like just applying a brown shade, this is really gonna help. Now for a smoky eye, you can go ahead and kind of drag the eyeshadows to the outer corners, but kind of like lifting it up if you want to kind of make it look upwards. I honestly, for a smoky eye, I prefer it to go more on the circular motion like that, like more on like circular like this instead of going like that. That is just my own preference. This is how I like my smoky eye, but if ever you want to go ahead and drag it outwards, you can go ahead and do that. And I'm also going to grab this color as well. I'm still using matte 4. And I'm going to drag it all the way down to my eye socket. Now I like to go down with my colors here. You can definitely go ahead and just kind of place the colors a little bit higher than I do, but I just really like to drag the colors downwards for me. I just love how it looks on me, but that is my own preference again. But I'm just kind of like showing you guys today on how I create my smoky eye and the colors and the techniques that I use on my clients. Now obviously on my clients I don't go down so low on the lower lash line. That is just on me. Obviously on my clients they want something a little bit more discreet or like I don't know, less smoky, but I just, like I said, I like the smoky eye on myself. But you can go ahead and do whatever you desire. So I'm just gonna go and keep packing matte 4 onto my eye like that, and this is how it's gonna look like. Now I'm gonna grab a color that is a little bit darker. This one here is called matte 5. I'm grabbing it with the same brush, and matte 5 is literally gonna go right on top of matte 4, and this is just gonna start creating a smokier crease look. And I feel like the more you add brown shade, the more kind of like the look comes together, and it creates a really nice effect at the end. So just keep packing some brown shades together, build it up slowly but surely, and then you can go ahead with the bang and place your black. Now I'm gonna go ahead and grab this color right here. I believe this one is matte 8, and this is a quite darker brown. Again, I'm going to be grabbing this and placing it exactly the same way I did with the other 2 colors. It's all about the technique, it's all about the brush that you are using, and it's all about the shades that you are choosing for this look. Now I like to kind of grab my browns in quite like tones like that when coming to create a smoky eye. But obviously a smoky eye could be done with so many different colors. You can go ahead and grab greens, blues, purples to create a smoky eye with different colors. But for me, when you say smoky eye, right away I think about like really dark sultry black look, kind of like looks like that. But again, you can go ahead and do exactly the same technique, exactly the same shades, build them up with any other color. Now I'm gonna go ahead and grab this one right here, and I believe this one is matte 6, and I'm just gonna grab a little bit of that and I'm gonna pack it on the outer corners right here. The reason why I do that because I feel like it kind of joins the black together, so I just kind of add a little bit of that on the outer corners here, and I'm also going to drag it to the outer corners on the lower lash line. And the trick with this, if you're creating it more on the circular side like I am, just work with your brush in circular motions and you're definitely going to achieve that circular look that you want. Now I have a clean brush like so. I'm just going to grab the first brown that I used, and I'm just going to go and start dusting it on the corners of the smoky eye, so just only on the outer corners. And I'm just doing that because I kind of want it to blend into my skin. Now I'm gonna go ahead and grab the black color right here. This one here is called matte 12, and the brush that I am using for this is just a Sigma brush, but any eyeshadow brush like so you can go ahead and grab. This one, I believe they don't make it anymore. I believe it's a Sigma or a Coastal Scents, I don't know. I don't have a name or a number on this, but any lid brush could work. This one right here, it is from Morphe and Jaclyn Hill. This is the JH31. And then this one here, the big fluffy one that I just grabbed not too long ago, this is the JH30, which is also from Morphe and Jaclyn Hill. Now I'm just gonna go ahead and grab this black, and I'm just gonna start packing it onto the lid area here. And I'm just gonna go and just pack it, build it up. Now with black, I like to go light hand, as you guys can see, and I just kind of slowly build up the color. Now this is such a beautiful black. It's a pigmented black, I have to say that. And the trick with a smoky eye, I would highly recommend that you kind of powder a little bit under your eye here. So whatever you have fallouts that is falling onto your cheeks, the powder is going to grab it. And like that, you're not going to have like smudges or black everywhere. So I already kind of have loose powder set under my eye already. Now, you don't need to worry about blending it into the crease right now. Just pack the color, make it opaque as much as you can, and then you can go ahead and worry about the blending of the color into the crease. So for now, just grab it and place it. And I'm also gonna do the same thing on the lower lash line. And I'm just taking the tip of the brush and I'm going to be just packing that black there too, just like this. I know it looks crazy, but honestly, just trust the process and it's gonna look really, really nice. Now, I like to kind of just dust off the brush a little bit. I do have a towel paper here, and I just kind of grab the tip of the brush and I slightly start blending it into the brown colors. And since you have all that brown already in there, this is really gonna help and blend that process for you quite easy. That is why I like to place the browns first, and then I kind of work with my brush and slowly blend it into all of the browns. I'm gonna do the same thing on the lower lash line, just taking the edges of the brush and blending it with the browns like this. Now it's gonna look like that. Now go back with your first brush and I'm gonna go ahead and grab this color again. That one is matte 8, and I'm just gonna grab and keeping a super light hand with this, and I'm going to start blending that black into the browns by using that color. And this is what's gonna create that blended look. Black eyeshadow could be a little bit messy, but if you work with it and marrying it with another color, like a base color, it blends really, really nicely with the other colors. But you kind of really need to keep a light hand because they tend to sometimes patch if you like don't pack it correctly. A little bit harder to blend sometimes, but like I said, when you have like a base color under the black, it's really gonna help you blend it out seamlessly. And I also like to create a little bit of a redness in my smoky eyes, so I'm gonna grab this brown right here, and this one, it is matte 9. So I like this brown a lot because there is a little bit of redness to it, and I feel like this is kind of what brings the look together. And I'm just gonna run it all over, keeping again a light hand with this because it could get quite pigmented. And I'm just gonna create motions like this, just kind of keep going back and forth with this, make it look a little bit smoky. Now I'm gonna take the first brown color, and I like to use this color to kind of really marry everything together, especially on the edges if you feel like it's not blended correctly or it's patchy. So try your best to kind of just take a lighter color and just marry it together. Now this is an option, but I always like to add a brightness onto my smoky eye, but that is my own preference. If you want, you can go ahead and keep it matte, or also just add a color that is matte in the inner corners. But I feel like with a smoky eye, it's fun to create a color in the inner corners that is a little bit on the shimmery side. And I'm gonna go ahead and grab this color right here. Sorry about the mess, I need to clean this up, I know. But I'm gonna go ahead and grab this color right here. This one here is my favorite color to use, and this is from MAC, and it is called Nylon. It is my favorite eyeshadow from MAC Cosmetics. And I'm just gonna grab Nylon and pack it onto the tear duct area. Bring it upwards a little bit, and then bring it into the darkness just a little bit. So this is how it's gonna look like. Just grabbing the brush and then blending it together. And I also like to grab that and put it right under the brow bone. Again, this is an option. I like to do this but if you want, you can just keep it the way it was, matte. I'm gonna grab my brush and blend it with the browns like so. Now I'm gonna go ahead and add a black inside of my eye, and I'm using my NYX gel liner, and this one is in jet black, and I'm just gonna put that on the waterline. And I'm also gonna drag that and put it in between the hairs. I'm gonna grab my brush and smudge it as fast as possible before it dries. It can dry out quite quickly. You can take a little bit of black shadow if you wish and blend it out. Now all you need to do is add mascara and lashes. I like to go a little bit on like a more of a dramatic kind of lash, just because, you know, smoky eye for me is quite of a sultry dramatic look, and I love that. So I'm gonna go with my most dramatic lashes ever, and obviously these are the Glamlit and Michaela, my favorites, and this one here is brand new. They look like that. For mascara, I'm going to be using my They're Real Magnet from Benefit Cosmetics. I'm gonna go ahead and apply both on, and I'll be back to do the face makeup with you guys. Alrighty, you guys, now the eyes are done. Let's go ahead and add some color to the face because it's looking quite pale, quite ghostly. So we need to change that. We need to fix that, okay? I'm gonna be taking a little bit of the Too Faced. This one, it is the Chocolate Soleil bronzer, and the color, I believe it's called Soleil, not sure. It means sun. And I'm gonna grab this color with my Morphe and Jaclyn Hill brush. This is GJH04, and I'm just gonna start adding some color onto my face. I will be using my KVD Beauty Shade and Light palette as well, but lately I've been really liking this bronzer to just kind of lightly dust it. This is just gonna, I like to kind of have always like a background color. I just like that, I don't know, but you can definitely just go ahead and use one bronzer that you like, but I feel like this really defines my face for some reason. And then I'm gonna grab my Shade and Light palette from KVD Beauty, and I'm grabbing a little bit of Subconscious but also a little bit of ShadowPlay. So I'm kind of mixing them together and concentrating it more on the high notes of my face. And I'm gonna go ahead and grab my Charlotte Tilbury. This is the Airbrush bronzer in Fair. I like to have the light color just because for me this is acting like a buffer, so it's just gonna really buff in the bronzer into my skin for more on a seamless blended kind of effect. So this one here really does the job for me a lot. I mean, you should really try it because it's the best. Just grab a fair color that is a little bit lighter than your skin color, just a little bit lighter than your bronzer, and just use it as a buffer, and it's amazing. And I am going to also contour my nose because I forgot to do that, so I'm just gonna grab ShadowPlay from the KVD Beauty palette, Shade and Light palette, and I'm just gonna go ahead and contour my nose with this. Again, I'm using the same brush that I used for my eyes. I love this brush for my nose contour. This is the JH30. And I'm also gonna go and contour my lips because why not? I'm gonna grab the airbrush from Charlotte Tilbury and start buffing everything in place. For blush, I'm gonna go ahead and grab Margin from MAC Cosmetics. And for a smoky eye, I like to go on the peachy tones when it comes to blushes. That is, again, my personal preference. If you want to go more on pinky tones, then definitely do that. Just because my skin tone color is a little bit on the yellow side. So that's why I like to grab a peach color. But you can definitely go ahead and grab a pink tone. I think it will look really, really pretty. I'm gonna go ahead and set my face. I'm gonna be using my Makeup Revolution and Friends collection. And this is just a brightening fixing spray that also have hyaluronic acid inside. And this is the Phoebe one. For highlight, I'm going to be using my Anastasia Beverly Hills and Emrazy. I'm not sure if this is discontinued. Most probably it is. But you can go ahead and grab any highlighter that looks like that. I love this one a lot because it kind of has a gold/champagne undertone, which is perfect with this look, if you ask me. And I'm just going to go ahead and pack it onto my highlight area, which is the highest points of my face. And I'm just going to pack it in. And I'm just going to go ahead and darken my brows a little bit. I am using the Murette Beauty Brow Gel in the Brow 1980. Also adding my beauty marks. This is the MAC Brow Marker. I don't know if they still have these. Most probably that they still do. But any brown liner that you have, you can go ahead and grab to create your beauty marks. And for lips, I'm gonna go ahead and use a matte lipstick. So I'm using Hover Lip Liner from MAC. You guys all know this is my favorite. And I'm also gonna go ahead and use Celebrity Skin from Jeffree Star Cosmetics. Let me go ahead and fix up my hair and put a nice top on, and I'll be back to finish up this video with you guys. Alrighty you guys, this is the finished look, and I have to say it's one of my favorite looks to create, to be honest. And I really hope that you guys got the chance to learn some tips and tricks, and hopefully you can achieve the perfect smoky eye as well. And if you do, please tag me and let me know if you use any of my techniques. I would love to know. Like always, everything that I used on my face today is going to be linked down below for you guys in the description box, so you can go ahead and check out everything. Everything is going to be listed down there for you guys. If you have any questions or concerns, just leave them all in the comments down below as well, and I will try my best to answer each and one of you guys. On that note, I want to wish you guys all such a wonderful day. I love you guys so much. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.